Dandavat Maharaj.
Here I am, and I'm showing you.
Dandavat. Krishna Kesava changed the background.
He's a magician. He can transport us anywhere, like Narada Muni. How are you, Maharaj?
Dandavat. I'm Mukhya Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Dandavat Krishna Kesava Prabhu. I have seen that document. I'm thinking, there is two errors. One. Dandavat. How are you, Tony? Kemiti achanti?
I don't know if he can hear us. You found one error in Krishna Kesava's document?
Actually, one place where he says, last year when we went for preaching to Kandi, so there Vishnu Maharaj was not there, so that name is mentioned there. It was Nirya Maharaj who was there. So that is one thing. And also, I think the one more error I could not remember now. I did, yeah, the sannyas date. It was in 2011 actually, instead of 12, the year.
Okay, I'll change those. And Sripad Maharaj mentioned the change on the cover. It says bona fide member. He said change to bona fide acharya. So I should change.
Dandavat.
Evo, Dandavat, Umadevi, Hare Krishna. Jai.
Some photos, those photos, of different events, if some folder can be created, what I wanted, to show that as a, pictures queue. This is document, they have to read this, but, they don't have so much time to read all these things, So that's, we have to show this event, happened, and these are some important photos. So that's what, because these people don't have time to read and, all these things in that. So the photos are, I think many are there, different events. So that can be given, so that can be shown.
If you can tell me which specific events you want, so then I can.
I mean, year-wise different parikramas of Vrindavan parikrama and Puri parikrama and Navadip parikrama. Sometime when I'm there in Ekachakra festival, and some event that Acharya Maharaj came to that event, in Purulia University, where he given talk with us, like that. Some of the things, those event name and date can be given, and few important photos like that. That's all is needed. They don't have time to read all the details. This is good. This we can keep publishing, but I just wanted some photos because they have mostly time to see that. That's all. Because these are the events year-wise.
What about the calendar portion in the middle? They don't have to read. They can just see the dates. It's already there like that. They see the date and
yeah. Yes.
Most people, the common people, they like to look at a book and just look at the pictures. They don't read the text.
Yes, Maharaja, that is true. Just title, date, and some photos. That's it. If
so
they want to see, yeah,
one event
just
per year, because I noticed that there was something almost for every year from 2011 to 2021, except for 2015. So if I choose one big event for each year and then have only
But
pictures.
Actually,
yes.
I want, before 2011 also, I was involved with the mart as a brahmachari. Some
Yes.
photos are there, so that
I
can
didn't
be
see
also
those.
placed. Yeah, they're there in my Facebook account. If you go to photo section actually.
And the names of the events are also there with the picture?
Yeah, in the folder, photos folder, you will find photos
Photos
folder. Dandavad Haryananda, Dandavad Madidi, Dandavad
Madhava,
Priyadarshini.
Maharaj, I'm happy to see you. All devotees, Maharaj. Dandava Pranam.
Dandavad. Priyatama, Priyadarshini, Anandita, and Lakshmi, Bhagavati. Hare Krishna. How is your chess game going on? Chess.
Yes, tomorrow I go to a tournament, the chess, my work. I play in team my city versus other team.
You win computer chess program.
Yes, Maharaj. Computer chess program, and I had a special computer in artificial intelligence, the chess.
Yes.
You practice.
Gary Kasparov. He won some games against
See,
against the program.
Gasparov, but in India, I
Vishwanathan
think
Vishwanathan.
Vishwanathan. See,
Yes.
now for me, India had the most strong player of the world. India first place. Yeah, India in chess. My favorite player no es Russian na Indio, sino de USA, Bobby Fischer.
Okay.
Bobby Fischer.
Oh, Bobby Fischer.
Yeah. Maharaj, Bhagavati Didi practice every day. She sung, but in meeting she no sing. Ella sing better todo.
Sai.
Sí, never sing, pero ella sabe. Dale la oreja a ella.
We will get her to sing today. How is Muni Maharaj? Are you better?
He's okay, Maharaj. He's okay. Yeah.
Harinanda Prabhu. There's one video on YouTube of chess player doing a trick, mischievous trick, like a joke. He's playing a joke on 8 chess masters, saying he can beat all of them at the same time, or he can guess beforehand how many he can beat and how many he will lose to. And then he did that on video, and they were all amazed. I don't know if you have heard of that.
No understand. But if you like, you will can send me video. I see.
See.
I write to my friend for help me today translation for Spanish, but my friend no
Not present.
no write me. I try Maharaja. I try call my friend for help me translator.
Yes.
One moment.
We had a snowstorm today.
Here in New Jersey, Maharaj?
Yeah,
No.
a couple of inches of snow.
Here the temperature also very low yesterday.
Tomorrow's supposed to be even colder here. Also cold.
Oh. There is permanent close thing I talked with Jagadananda, and he told that because of the COVID, everybody is getting COVID there. So maybe they have written something like that.
Oh, that's it.
I have seen one news that some more dangerous COVID strain is expected.
BA2.
I seen some younger photo of Krishna Kesava Prabhu posted by Teresa Didi.
Posted by who?
My mom.
Krishna Kesava.
Oh, his mother posted.
Hmm.
She has lots of embarrassing photos of me. One time
Very
when I
nice.
was
Look,
5
you're
years
looking very
old,
nice.
like a locust, like an insect. One time when I was 5 years old, she made me a Halloween costume, homemade, and it was a toilet. So there's a picture of me wearing a giant toilet as my body as a 5-year-old.
You still have that ball with you? Hari ball?
Yeah, the basketball. Harry Ball.
You go to that place sometime, Jamuna?
Not since COVID.
Hmm. When the time is changing again, that, daylight saving time.
I think it comes in March. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Too late for you still? Huh?
It's almost like 12 now, night.
Are you tired, Maharaj? You look a little tired.
Yeah, no, Maharaja, I can take another half an hour, no problem.
Okay.
Mhm. It is morning there, no, 1 o'clock, 1:30, huh?
Here it is 1 o'clock afternoon.
And in UK?
Okay, it should be 5 hours before
6:50 March.
Evening.
or 6 minutes.
Evening.
6 hours later.
5 hours later, huh?
5 hours later.
What time is in Spain?
Maybe closer
Maharaja,
to
in Spain
UK.
is 7:20.
Evening? PM?
PM.
Yes.
PM.
Okay.
Maharaj, my friend told me no, it's not possible today translate. He is busy. No.
Uh, do you know someone who speaks Spanish, Maharaj? And English?
I think that Didi from Mexico, let me see if she's available. And she's
Mexico should be morning now for them. 3 hours early, 3 or 4 hours earlier than us.
not online. It's quite amazing, situation going on all over the world. There is pandemic and it's keep on changing, and what scenario also like this. All these things are going on, and all the situation seems to be, some change is happening on the earth.
Climate and everything, huh?
Yes.
Like that.
Maharaj, eh, 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 Colombian devotee, no? Colombian devotee write me for Messenger, Facebook, Dandava Pranam, Prabhu Haryananda, please, Haryananda, you remember about Srila Govinda Maharaj speaking about friendship or friend, good friend. What were speaking Srila Govinda Maharaj about the topic good friend? Devotee live in Colombia in Ashram, Villa Manjari. These devotees disciple de Srila Govinda Maharaj y Srila Acharya de this devotee no problem de políticos de mission, no. She my friend, no problem, good person. But I don't know, I don't know Srila Govinda Maharaj speaking about topic the friend. You can speaking about topic. You can
About friend.
yes.
Maharaj is saying that what Govinda Maharaj say about friend, that's what I could understand.
I don't remember anything what he said about that. I know he did talk about these things, but I can't remember now.
I know Maharaj, one thing he told that you can be your good friend or you can become your good enemy. What you want, you can.
Bhagavad Gita
Hmm.
said the mind, when controlled, is your best friend. Otherwise, uncontrolled is your worst enemy.
Because I understand Srila Acharya de speaking, the best friend for you is who travel to Krishna. This is the best friend. The best friend is the person speaking to you about Krishna. This person is your best friend. Yeah, escuché Srila Acharya de speaking. Pero, but Srila Govinda Maharaj, I don't know. No. I don't know speaking about.
Well, that certainly is true. If someone can remind you of Krishna, if someone can engage you in service of Krishna, then there is your best friend, no doubt. Huh? Who takes you away from Krishna? Who distracts you from service? Who engages you in some other activity other than service of Krishna or remembrance of Krishna? Then is not a good friend. Then not a friend. Then your enemy. So those who remind us of Krishna, who help us serve Krishna, there we find a friend.
Maharaj, there is a song by Bhakti Thakur. They said, Jeev jago, gora chando bole, koto nidra jao maya picha siro bole. In that song it says, Ami bina bondhu ke ache tumar. Means Mahaprabhu is saying, other than me, who is your friend? I am the only your friend. Because he came as a friend.
Didn't Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur say, whoever is giving you compliments and flattery is your enemy?
Thank you, Maharaja.
One who criticizes you, that is your friend. So Maharaj has many friends.
Entonces, I had very, very much friend.
Mucho friends.
mucho friend.
What is friend in Spanish?
Amigo.
Amigo. Amigo. Oh, Maharaj, do you want to lead the kirtan? If you don't, you can get someone else.
If Haryananda wants also, he can do if he wants.
I think he will do it better.
Okay, Maharaj. Bhaja Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Jaya Sri
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Sri
Advaita
Sivasadi
Bhaja Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Jaya
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Sri Advaita
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
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 Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram Raghav Raksamam.
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rashama.
Krishna के सब, कृष्ण के सब, कृष्ण के सब पाहि माम।
Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam.
राम राघव राम राघव, राम राघव रक्ष माम।
Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshak.
कृष्ण के सब, कृष्ण के सब, कृष्ण के सब पाहि माम।
Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam.
कृष्ण 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 हे।
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hey.
राम 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 हे।
Rama,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango Jaya, Nitai Gaurango.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana Gaura Hari.
Jaya
Jai
Satchidananda,
Sachinandana,
Jaya
Jaya
Satchidananda,
Sachinandana,
Jaya
Jaya
Satchidananda,
Sachinandana, Gaura
Jaya
Hare.
Kali Juga Pavana Gaura Hari, Patita Pavana Gaura Hari.
Kali Yuga,
Yoga Hari, Patita Pavana Gaura Hari.
Gora, 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 Gora Hari.
Gora, 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 Gora Hare.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru
Guru
Deva,
Deva,
Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva,
Jaya Guru Deva,
Guru
Guru Deva, Jaya
Deva,
Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai
Nitya
Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai
Hari
Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shantanu Maharaj ki jai. Jai Giri Govardhan ki jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswati ki jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Institute ki jai. Jai Bhakti Vedanta Institute ki jai. Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinoda ki jai. All glory to the worldwide devotees ki jai. Oh Premanandi.
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक कुशल भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय. Dandavad Terrace Didi. Hare Krishna.
Madhava, how are you?
Yes, we are doing okay.
Good.
Thank you for sharing that nice photo of Krishna Kesava Prabhu.
Good to see everyone.
You are in Kathmandu now? Where are you?
I don't know, but I want to go.
It looks like Machu Picchu in Peru.
Potala.
Potala, is it? Nepal? No, I don't know.
I think it's Russia. The church looks like a Russian structure.
No.
No?
I don't
Okay.
know. I'll have to see if I can figure it out. I'll let you know.
Page 38.
Ingoji.
He's shoveling. We have about 1.5 feet of snow and it's still snowing. So he's trying to shovel right now.
Okay.
Maharaj, would you like to read?
Which one, Maharaj? Oh. Bande aham Sri Guru Sri Jutta Pada Kamalam
Sri Guru,
Sri Guru Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sivasakaanvitamsya Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnana-Salakaya Chakshur-Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Pujya Sri Guru Varga Vandita Mahabhavanita Sada Divaparya Parampara Pachalita Achamamata Kitehe Bhakti Nirmala Nijarasa Hritam Samrakakam Sthavaram Vande Sri Gurudevananda Acharya Varjam Guruva Vishta Sukarakam Guruganera Asisa Sambhusitam Chinta Chitta Saraswati Tirupa Pandanagam Govinda Vidam Jalam Navataram Bhaktan Vikam Sukitam Bande Vishwa Guru Devam Divya Margachilanchitam Sandranandapuram
Puram
Sadekavarana
Vairagya
Vairagya
Vidya
Vidya
Buddhi
Sri Siddhantani
Siddhanidhi
Bhakti Lasitam
Lasitam
Saraswatatambaram
Saraswatatambaram
Vandetam Shivanam
Vandetam
Madhikasaranam
Malika
Nasisharam
Saranam
Sridharam
Viram
Sri Siddhanta
Siddhanta
Saraswati
Saraswati
Gauriya
Nitu
Gauravaye
Gauravaye
Bhata Bhakti Gaura Sankirtane Ayavada Divindraja Gadanda Dhrita Divaniman Krishna Prema Sudabhyaman Prabha Pravaktam Bhaje Namo Gaura Kisaraya Bhakta Vruta Bhaktaye Gaurange Pravindayaya Radha Sevine Vande Bhakti Gaura Sakti Sarupakam Bhakti Sastrika Sangam Adharasa Sudhamani Gaura Vajasya Sasani Vishnavir Bandhika Jagannath Brahmande Brahmadi Vidya Vaishnavani Vancha Kalpatarusya Pasindhu Vacha Taram Vishnu Panchatattvatam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktar Namo Mahavadaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tuse Jaitam Suruto Bhamanda Tirigati Vasharavasya Padam Divya Drinda Kalpadrimada Srimad Ratnagara Sindhasam Sridhandharva Sila Govinda Devo Drishtalivi Sepraman Smarami Sriman Rahasam Anshivara Stita Karsanameno Samohi Pinath Sriyasuna Vrindaya Sadishaidhyaya Vyataya Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Padade Bhakti Namo Namaha Athanatvam Bhagavatam Vyasam Jagadguru Lakshaya Jai Sri Gandharva Govinda Sundara Pada Padmanam Jayastu Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Page 16. Yasomati-nanda. And Hapani Adam, do you know they sing this every morning in the temple?
All the temples, Maharaj.
Huh? All the temples.
Because this is like morning Mangalarti song, also afternoon Bhogarti song. After Bhogarti, this when we do afternoon Arti, we sing this. Two different tune, morning tune and then afternoon tune.
Who's trying to say?
Uma Didi.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yasomati Nandana Rajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Yasomati-nandana Vrajabharanagara Gokularanjanakana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara
Kaliya Damana Vidana Yasomati Nandana Rajavaranagara Gokularanjanakana
Yasomati-nandana Vrajabharanagara Gokularanjanakana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana
Amala Harinam Gamiya Vilasa Amala Harinam Gamiya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Navana Nagaravara Vamsivadana Suvasa Rajajana Palana Surakula Nasana Nanda Kodana Rakuyala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasarasika Krupamaya Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhakti Vinoda Hasraya Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhakti Vinoda Hasraya
Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Bhakti Vinoda
Yasomati Nandana Rajavaranagara Gokularanjanakana Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana
Gopi
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol,
Nitai Gaura Chandra Hari Hari Bol.
Jai. Om Devadasi ki jai. Hare Krishna. And Ariyananda Prabhu, what does Bhagavati want to say?
¿Quieres cantar uno? ¿Sí? Canta. Tú quieras. ¿Quieres cantar Gurudeva? ¿Te gusta Gurudeva?
Sí, Gurudev.
Gurudev Kripa Bintu Diya Koroeida. ¿Sí? Maharaj,
Yeah.
Gurudeva.
Okay. Let's see, that page
Page number 29, I think.
29. Thank you, Umadevi.
20. Yes.
Gurudeva Kirpa Bindu Diya Koroeda Setrina Pesati Dina.
Gurudeva
Kirpa
Bindu
Sakala Sahane Bolodilla Koroni Yamane Sirpahina.
Sakala Sahane Bolodilla Koroni Yamane Sirpahina.
Sakale Samana Purite Sakati Deonata Yakta Yakta.
Sakale Samana Purite Sakati Deonata Yakta Yakta.
Sabe tu gaibo Harinama Sute aparada joveanta. Sakti Buddhina Amiyatina Koramore Atma Sata.
Sakti Buddhina Amiyatina Koramore Atma Sata.
Yoyata vichare kisunai pai tomara karuna sara. Karuna hoile kandiya kandiya prananarati goara.
Jai Bhagavati Devi Dasi ki jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Niskam Santa Maharaj ki jai. All right.
Mr. Pasila Bhakti Maharaj ki jai.
That dog.
Aruno Daya Kirtan, Maharaj.
You like to sing?
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
Why not? Yes, please.
Aruno. Udilo Aruna.
Udila Aruna Korabhavadi.
Sí. Udilo.
And the morning songs.
Okay.
Udila
Udilo.
Aruna.
¿Qué página está Udilo?
20.
20.
Page 20.
No. Sirti Maharaj.
20.
Page.
No,
Page what?
30. 3.
30.
30.
30.
30.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay. Udilo Aruna Pura Babage Vijamani Gora Mani Yage
Udila Aruna Korabhavadi.
Mani Gora Mani
Makanta
Jage
Samuhalo Ilosate que la Nagara Brahe
Makata Samoha Loikase Kelana Bharabraje
Tatataiva Jalakol Gana Gana Tahe Yangerarol
Tatai, tatai, Majalago, Gana Gana Tahe, Jagerano,
Premedala Dala Sonara Anga Charane Rupura Vahe
Remedala, Sonara,
Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Bolore Bolore Vandana Bori
Mukunda
Madhava
Yadavahari, Malena Bhadore, Vandari,
Micheni Dava Gelore Roti Divasa Sarira Sahe
Nidravase Elare Rati
Emana Dulaba Manava Deho Paiya Ki Koro Babana Keho Evana Bajile Yasoda Suta Charame Padi Bela
Ebe Babadile, Yasoro Suta, Parame
Udita Tapana Hoilo Asta Binagelo Boli Hoi Bevyasta
Udi Tata Pana, Oile Asta, Inagila
Sabe que no ebe a la sahoi no vaya a ir doyaraje
Kabe Allah Sahai, Abajare,
Divana Anitya Yahana Sor Tahena na Vidya Vipadavor
Jivana Nitya Anasama, Ayana Vida Vivadava,
Maharaja Kori Yatane Tumi Takaha Apana Kahe
Namasraya Ako apana
Krishna Nama Sudha Koriyopan Juda Bhaktati Vinoda Pran
Krishna Nam Sura Koriyapan, Judaya Bhakati Vinoda Pran,
Nama Vina Kishu Nahi Koaro Chuda Bhuvana Mahe
Nama Vina Kichu Naiko Aro, Joda
Jivera Kol Jana Sadhana Kam Jagate Asiye Manurana Aviryati Mira Tapana Rupe Hirde Gagane Vira
Avidyate
Ya Guru Devaya Ya Guru Devaya Ya Guru Devaya Ya Guru Deva
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Gaura
Hare.
Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Nitai Gaura
Nitai Gaura
Haribo,
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 Haribo, Haribo, Haribo.
Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Nitai Gaura
Nitai Gaura Haribo,
Haribo,
Haribo, Haribo,
Nitai
Haribo.
Gaura Premanande, Hari.
Hari Hari Haribo,
Jai Gurudev.
Hare
Haribo,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Always a rousing kirtan with Harinanda.
Love the enthusiasm. What's the dog's name?
Huh?
What's the dog's name?
Lakshmi.
So cute.
Lakshmi.
The tail doesn't stop.
Maharaj, I'm going to take rest,
Little
Maharaj.
devotee.
Going to take rest? Okay,
Yes,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
My Danda.
See you.
Jayam
Yes,
Vishnupada
Maharaj.
Paramahamsa Parivrajaka
Jai
Kachaya
Gurudev.
Sata Sata Shri Sripad Bhakti Deskam Santa Maharaj Ki Jai.
Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai. All the devotees ki jai. Dhanyavad. Jai Guru.
Okay. And we'll sing one more, I think.
Canta una, negrita. Sí, sí.
Page 165.
165. What? ¿167? Ah, Hariharaya. ¿Tú?
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Kesavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govinda Rama Sri Madhusudana.
Gopala Govinda Rama Sri Madhusudana.
Giri Hari Gopinata Madana Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohana.
Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra.
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri
Sri
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra.
Radharara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Satyarupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha.
Gopala Bhakta Rasa Raghunatha.
Sri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Raghunatha.
Ishaya Gosani Kari Sharana Bandana.
Echarya Goswami
Yamahate Vignana Shavishta Purana. Ishaya Gosani Jara Puri Taradasa. Sadera Sharana Savi Bhakta Sanevasa. Mora Eya Vivasa. Echaya Gosani Jape Praja Kalavasa. Gorilla Prakasha. Anande Bolo Hari Praja Vrindavana.
Ananda Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana. Shri Guru Vaishnava
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vaishnava Pada Padma Kodiyasa.
Shri Guru Vaishnava
Harinama Sankirtana Kare Narottamo Dasa.
Harinama Sankirtana
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare.
Ramo Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ramo Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol,
Jai Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari
Dear
Bol.
Krishna, very nice. Okay, let's read from Prapanna Jivanamrita.
Yes.
Page 113, number 13. That's it. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Bhari Bharaja Kacharya Satada Satan Sri Sripad Bhakti Rakshak Shiradi Goswami Maharaja Ki Jai.
Try,
Jai Sri Prapanna Jivanamrita Ki Jai.
try.
Atra Kechid Deharpanam Evatmarpanam Iti Manyate. Chintam Koyan Narakshahi Avikvitasya Yatapasho Tatarpayam Karharo Deham Viramedasya Rakshanat Kisanchit. Some consider bodily dedication to be self-dedication. As one is indifferent to the upkeep of a souled animal, there will simply be no cause to be concerned for the upkeep of one's body when it has been offered unto the lotus feet of Sridhara, revered votary. Everyone is interested in preserving the body. Nobody wants to die. Everyone wants to be healthy, all these things. But what for? Body will die. Body will be food for the worms eventually. A bodily concern and not the most important concern for a devotee. More concern to the devotee is his service, his surrender to Krishna. I remember Govinda Maharaj used to say, don't put your health in front, keep your service in the front. His health was not so good. He had a heart problem and other problems. But he would always go out and preach. Taking advantage, actually, of his body. Many different reactions for going out and preaching in his body and his health. But he would always keep the preaching first, the service of his Guru Day first, and let Krishna worry about the body. I remember Acharya Maharaj also used to say, he told Govinda Maharaj, I am your goat. You want to cut my throat? No problem. I'm here, sold. I'm your sold animal. You can treat me as you like, this body. Like the dog or the goat, the owner can do it as he wishes with it. Of course, it is also important to keep up your health so that it can be a good vehicle for service. We don't consider the body to be our own, but it is the vehicle, it is the instrument of service of Gurudev and Krishna. And so we want to maintain its upkeep. Another conception. The main thing is that the body has to be dedicated to service, self-dedication, not to exploitation, not to be utilized for other purposes except the service of the Lord. So here, Srila Sridhara says, some consider bodily dedication to be self-dedication. If we are in the bodily concept of life, then that must be the case, that we must dedicate the body to the service of Krishna. Not everyone is in that consciousness, however. There are higher forms of dedication also. But those who are in the bodily point of view, they can dedicate their body in this way. Without concern for the body, one should just dedicate his whole life to service. That is considered dedication also. Mind, intelligence, all these things can be dedicated to Krishna, should be dedicated to Krishna, depending on one's level of consciousness, then that duty is there for everyone. Dedicate their life, their energy to the service of Guru and Krishna and Vaishnava. Number 14. Gunatita Shuddha Kshetragya Shaiva Samarpitat Samarpitat Molopabdhi Vapuradishu Yo Piko Piva Gunato Saniyata Tata Vidaha Taraham Davapada Padmayo Aham Madhyaiva Maya Samarpitaha. Yamuna Acharyasya. The transcendental, pure soul's realization of his capacity to offer himself unto the Lord. However, I may be materially designated, however my character may be known, now, O Lord, this whole sense of ego is offered by me unto your holy lotus feet. Whatever we consider oneself, that self must be understood in relationship to Krishna. Otherwise, it is an illusory, it's a false self, ahankar. Whatever one's conception of oneself, that conception should be, I am the eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna Nityadas. Mahaprabhu taught Sanatana Goswami. Jiva Swarupoy Krishna Nityadas. The true self, the Swarup, the true nature, is that you are a servant of Krishna eternally. We become distracted from our eternal serving capacity and serving position in relation to Krishna. That is called material consciousness, material life. This happens to the conditioned soul. He becomes identified with the material world and then has all types of interactions and entanglements in that plane of existence. But that is not your real identity. And that capacity of being attached to material entanglement, one has to suffer so many different actions and reactions, and ultimately death. Birth, death, old age, disease. These are all the things that one must face in the material life. However, one who cultivates and develops a spiritual identity in relation to Krishna as his eternal servant, he can cross beyond all those difficulties of material life to come to the platform of sat-cit-ananda, his eternal blissful, full of knowledge position. Materially conditioned soul can't imagine that kind of existence is there. But only by entering there can we understand the reality of that plane. And we can only enter there through humility and obedience and submission to Guru and Vaishnava, to Krishna. We can't get there by maintaining our mentality of being the Lord of all we survey. As long as we maintain some superiority in this world, that we are the master of the world, we are the master of our own life, that transcendental knowledge can never come to us. Transcendental knowledge of that higher world cannot come to us by maintaining our egocentric life. Only by submission and surrender, humility, can we receive that higher knowledge. It will come. That world is not unintelligent. Krishna is the source of all intelligence. That high universal, that higher consciousness, that is very intelligent, is actually the source of everything that we see in this material world, how everything is running. You are digesting your food, but how do you do that? You are seeing so many things, but how does that go on? Where did that all come from? All these things that we do seemingly automatically, there's an intelligence behind the fact that those things exist. They don't just come from nothing. It didn't happen by accident. There's an intelligence behind everything. So that world is full of intelligence, knowledge, love. Everything is coming from there. But we can only get to that higher plane. Behind this the illusory plane, where we think ourselves to be the enjoyer, the controller, and so many other things, the owner, and not a real identity, as a dreaming identity. This is what the scriptures tell us. And one have to have faith to transfer from this plane of consciousness to that plane. One has to have faith. Otherwise, how do you get there? It's totally different from the consciousness we have of this world. So we are told the only way you can get to that world is through humble submission. Humble submission and service. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnaninaistatadarshana. It tells us the process. Submission, humility before Guru, and service. And that knowledge will be revealed by the proper person who is Guru, who has actually some tattva darshana, who can see that world, who lives in that world, can experience that higher world because of his own humility and submission, and not out to exploit anyone. He was only trying to do his service or her service. From such persons, we can learn about that higher world and also practice that same process of humility, submission, and surrender. Then some experience of that plane, some knowledge of that plane will come. Otherwise, without that, not possible. You will remain conditioned soul, trying to get what you can from this world, and always being disappointed in the end. Ariananda trying to explain all these things in Spanish, and only he can understand through his heart. He doesn't understand the English, but he can understand in his heart what it is that we're saying and trying to explain that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I don't know understand English, Maharaj, but I feel you're here. I don't know, but I understand, little understand.
I understand.
The here to here.
Yes. Evil. Heart to heart. Heart to heart transmission. I remember Govinda Maharaj used to go to South America sometime on his worldwide trip tour, and he would be speaking to all the Spanish devotees. He was speaking in English, and they were all attentively listening to him. And he told like that. He said, I don't understand your language, and you don't understand mine, but somehow we are getting some communication, some connection through heart to heart. The evil. Koranga. Number 15. Atmar Panasya Dristantaha Tanme Bhavan Kalo Rita Patir Angajayam Atmar Pitascha Bhavato Trapibo Videhi Avirabhagam Avimarshato Chaiyadarhad Omai Van Mriga Patir Palim Ambujaksha Sri Rukmini Devya. An example of offering of oneself. O lotus-eyed Lord, I have selected you as my husband, and I offer myself to you. Therefore, please come and take me as your wife before Shishupal, like the jackal plundering the lion's prey, suddenly touches me, who I am to be enjoyed by you alone. Srimati Rukmini Devi. So in this world, the women, they accept the husband when they want to marry. Every woman will accept the husband. Every man will accept a wife. And they marry. But devotee, he accepts Krishna. He or she accepts Krishna as their husband, as their beloved. They don't look for someone in this world to accept. They look for Krishna. They want to accept Krishna as their most intimate lover and are not satisfied with some other substitute. They don't want to enjoy Krishna, but want to be enjoyed by Krishna. Krishna is the enjoyer. Govinda, who enjoys the cows and the senses. So by submissively one's whole entire self, ego, mind, intelligence, body, everything, senses, by offering that to Krishna, they submit to his enjoyment, his control, his power over them. not to their own power over him. Like this. I don't remember this, what this pastime is. Do you know? Rukmini and Shishupal.
No. Yeah, Rukmini had to kill him. He's the demon who in a past life there was a curse where the Lord couldn't kill him, so Krishna couldn't kill him. So then there was like, one of those catch-22s, and then somehow Rukmini is the one who ended up killing him, and he was amazed. Something like that. Because Rukmini is like Bhudevi, she had a blessing from Bhudevi or something like that. She was involved. Like that.
Okay.
Rukmini.
Well, in this world, somebody's always going to try to enjoy you, your energy. When you work, go to work, your boss, the company, whatever, is going to utilize you for their work, for their service. Everyone is utilizing others. But before, they can utilize your energy for them, their own self-enjoyment. Then we want to offer everything to Krishna for his enjoyment. And that's the idea. We are meant to be enjoyed. Whatever situation we live in, someone will exploit our energy. Everything is meant for sacrifice. But devotee sacrifices himself to the Supreme Lord for his enjoyment, for his service. The idea, die to live. Die to live means to serve not the energy of this world, but the energy of the higher, which requires sacrifice on our part. Yoga. But yoga is not a very difficult thing. It can be a joyful thing. Sankirtan yoga. That is also sacrifice. Chanting the holy name of the Lord. Taking prasad. These are sacrifices, but it's not difficult, not terrible thing. Very pleasant thing. And the sacrifice of the Lord is not like ordinary sacrifice. When you go out and work and slave and so forth and so on for so many different things, it becomes very tiring. But sacrifice to the Lord is very joyful. And that type of sacrifice, people don't know of that. They are working so hard in their lives, trying to get ahead, trying to get something in their own lives, some piece of enjoyment out of their hard work. But they don't know about the joy of sacrifice to the Supreme Lord. That's by chanting and dancing in ecstasy. That is sacrifice. That's by tasting and relishing the nice prasad. That is also sacrifice. Okay? Because we're giving up the lower things to accept the higher. But the higher things are not untasty, we can say. We think we're giving up, but we give up by taking the higher taste. What we're doing is accepting the higher taste and then rejecting the lower taste, are not really, in that sense, renouncing the lower thing in a way they think about renunciation. That we have to give up something. Yes, you give up. But you're doing that by the process of taking something higher. Just like a child, if you try to take a toy away from the child, they held on to it very tightly. But if you give them a piece of candy, show them something they like, they'll immediately put that thing down. They'll give it up. If you ask them to give it up, they won't. But if you give them something higher, it's not a matter of giving it up. They immediately want to take the higher and automatically give up the lower. That type of renunciation happens in Krishna consciousness. By serving Krishna and not serving the material world, it becomes joyful. It becomes a joyful experience, and not a miserable experience of having to renounce things artificially without anything in return. Only the need to be independent of certain things, that's kind of renunciation. That is not what we seek. Devotee seeks not to be detached from the world, but to be attached to Krishna. And automatically detachment to the world comes. So it is joyfully performed.
I was wrong about that pastime. That pastime was with Satyabhama that I was thinking about.
Okay.
This pastime, Rukmini's brother was friends with Sripad and wanted to marry her to him. And Sripad was actually an offender to Krishna. So before they got married, before Sripad and Rukmini got married, Sripad was at the Rajasuya sacrifice with Krishna, and he made an offense, and it was his 100th offense. So it seems like there was some benediction given to him where he could make up to 100 offenses and get no punishment. But then at the same moment, he made his 101st offense, and Krishna summoned Sudarshan and killed him at the Rajasuya before marrying Rukmini.
Okay. I think we'll stop here. Thank you very much, Harinanda, for translating. The evil. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Charidev, Srila Shanta Maharaj ki jai. Jai Harinanda Prabhu ki jai. Jai Nitya Didi ki jai. Jai Bhagavati Didi. Jai Priyati Atma Didi jai. Priyadakshini Didi ki jai. Jai Krishna Kesava Prabhu ki jai. Jai Teresa ki jai. Jai Gopre Manandi. Hari Hari.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai.
Ah.
Hari. Please be well, huh? Hare Krishna.
Mucho salud.